Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is ReNDoG coming at you in my very first modded episode for 2017 from the HermitPack server. Oh man, I have missed you guys so very much. I have missed modded so very freaking much, man. I took a break over the Christmas period and this is the first time that I've been back on the server for about a week or so. And I am so glad to be back here, man. I've missed this pipe. I've missed my Swedish potato. I've missed the awesomeness of modded. And I can't freaking wait to get cracking today, man. Take a look at this. Jeez, this is looking gorgeous. Iscall has been working on the facade for his factory, and I gotta say, man, it looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Look at this beautiful pipage over here, man. That is amazing. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Dang it. He started to move again. I was gonna cover him in freaking birch and diorite because he was AFKing on the top of his factory. My freaking plans have been foiled. They've been foiled by the Swedish potato. We need to get him back for all of the Iscallium that he's deposited in my base, man. I will have my revenge, Iscall. Anyway, guys, sit back and relax, man. I hope you have a tasty beverage. I got a delicious cup of tea. Give me 1 second. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. We got a lot of work to do today, guys. It is going to be freaking awesome. Last time we were together, we were working on a new scheme to get power into our cyber laboratory. And what we're going to be doing is shipping a whole bunch of ingredients over to Area 87 over there. And Iscall is going to be producing these delicious barbecue pulled pork burgers for us, which we're going to be using to generate power in our own modded labs over here. So that's our current plan. We're going to start working on that a little bit more today. We're going to be setting up a little center over here where we can start sending the goods back and forth between our base and Iscall's base. But to kick things off, let's have a look at what's cracking over here, man. Take a look at this. What in the jazz? That is a whole bunch of gold. Let's take a look at this. Dear ReNDoG, glad to see that you finally finished your gold monument of doom. It makes me happy. Also, gold does not grow on trees. Make sure you harvest. I am confused. Gold does not grow on trees. What is this a gift? Is this a prank? Is this this looks like a freaking rocket to me, doesn't it? Hang on. Let's break a block or two over here. What is cracking in? Let's get into the center of this bad boy. Oh, that lag. Should I get this birch wood out of my paw? Yeah, this birch wood is absolutely disgusting. What? Hang on. What's cracking over here? Is there lag? Is this block lag going on? Wait a minute. I hear something. Can you guys hear that? What? What? This is... Okay, hold on. Hold the freaking phone. Is this... Okay, let's crank this away. Okay. Why are these blocks coming back? What is happening over here? Oh my freaking goodness. This looks to me like some sort of an infinite gold producing machine? What is going on over here? This is crazy. This thing keeps making gold blocks. Hang on, let's try dig up to the bottom of this thing. What is actually going on here? I hear pistons going off. What? What is going on? Oh, this is amazing. Okay, I know what this is, guys. This is an infinite gold production machine, it looks like. And look at this. We managed to pick up 48 blocks of gold out of this thing already. And the more blocks that we mine away, the more that they come back to us. This is like a leprechaun's greatest dream right here, man. Infinite gold supply. Who is responsible for this, guys? We're going to have to say thanks for this. This is amazing. Any clues over here? Your Monument of Doom. This is talking about Granny Dog's monument in my survival series. So it's a hermit that watches my survival series. Who could this be? Who has given us this gift? This is amazing. Thank you to whoever gave this to us, man. This is freaking awesome. Oh, Iscall85, you done derped for the last time, my little Swedish potato. Yes, check at this, guys. Iscall is AFK over his base over here. And this is a perfect opportunity for us to get him back for all of that freaking Iscallium juice he's left in our base, right? So, I reckon the only way to do this is to give Iscall a little taste of what he hates most on this planet. Get out of here, zombie. I am busy. And that is, of course, diorite and birch. Let's encase this Swedish fool in two of his favorite blocks in Minecraft. And hopefully this will teach him a lesson not to mess with the ReNDoG. Let's make him a nice little shell, shall we, of his beautiful favorite blocks in Minecraft. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. I mean, how can he not love this? This is going to be the most beautiful thing that Iscall has ever seen in his life. Let's just move his little body into the center of our freaking thing over here. Get out of the way, you little bastard. Get out of the way. Oh, revenge is sweet, cyber diggity dogs. There we go. Iscall85 encased in a freaking block of his favorite jazz in the world, man. Let's fill up his inventory with some of his favorite blocks too, shall we? Have some diorite, bro. Have a piece of diorite. Have a whole bunch of birch. And enjoy the afternoon encased in your prison. That is what I'm talking about, cyber dogs. Kicking off 2017 with some revenge. Feels pretty freaking good, doesn't it? Oh, baby. Okay, so I know we're supposed to be working on our burger delivery power system right now, guys, but I got a little bit curious, man. I wanted to find out whether or not this monument of infinite gold was in fact infinite. And I'm happy to confirm that I think it pretty much is an infinite supply of gold. Check it out, guys. I've set up this vacuum chest over here, and I've been harvesting away at this monument for the last, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, I guess, and I've managed to make quite a dent in it. It's a little bit shorter than it used to be. However, it's pretty much filled up an entire freaking vacuum chest with blocks of gold. Now, if that isn't OP, then I don't know what is. My friends, that is insane. Gold is actually really useful in HermitPack. You need it for a lot of soldering stuff and for a lot of Ender IO stuff. So whoever made this for me, thank you so much. This is absolutely freaking incredible, man. Look at that. An entire vacuum chest filled with gold blocks. Probably all the gold we will ever freaking need in this series, man. Absolutely amazing. Now, speaking of OP, and after about 200 comments from you guys letting me know what a freaking noob I am, I finally figured out to create an unbreakable hoe and axe that we can use in our farming facility over here. Last time we were together, I think I put together a really janky ass wooden hoe and axe factory over here, didn't I? Oh my goodness, so freaking embarrassing. You can actually make an unbreakable hoe, or a mattock rather, which acts as a hoe and an axe. And I thought that you couldn't make it, but you actually can. So thank you for everybody who let me know what a freaking noob I am. And as you guys can see, man, with this unbreakable paper mattock, we can infinitely harvest all of our delicious barbecue pulled pork burger ingredients. And to make this thing is actually kind of simple. All you're gonna need to make an unbreakable hoe for your own farming systems in HermitPack, my friends, is a paper mattock and some reinforcements. Pretty easy to make a paper mattock, of course. All you need to do is have a tool forge and make a mattock out of paper. And to make reinforcement is, well, pretty simple. All you need to do is surround a golden cast with obsidian, and you can make your golden casts, of course, in your forger over here. And then, well, it's as simple as sticking your paper mattock into the tool forge, selecting this thingy over here, and adding your reinforcement to your paper mattock. And I think you need to add 8 of these reinforcements to a paper mattock, and that will create an unbreakable paper mattock that will infinitely harvest your beautiful frickin' farms. So the good news now, everybody, is that we have more tomatoes, spiced leaves, and wheat than we could ever possibly freaking need. And we can now start working on a way to ship all of these tasty-ass ingredients over to Iscall so that he can set up a factory to create barbecue pulled pork burgers for us. Check it out, guys. I've also been using these storage things, which are pretty freaking awesome. I don't actually know what they are called. I can't remember. Oh, here they are. Yeah, a large storage crate, which one of you guys told me about. Pretty simple to make these things. But check it out, man. This large storage crate actually has, I think, 3 different sections to it. Yeah, so I have been letting this thing run AFK, and we have, well, basically infinite tomatoes, infinite spice leaves, and infinite wheat, all ready to be sent over to Area 85. Oh, baby, it's going to be freaking awesome. Now, collecting tasty-ass ingredients for pork burgers is not the only thing the ReNDoG has been up to since we were last together, guys. Take a look at this. The cyber laboratories have been expanded. Isn't this looking absolutely epic? Oh my goodness. I have spent way too much of my life expanding the cyber labs over the last couple of weeks. While I was on a break, I was, well, just basically chisel and bitsing my life away, and as you can see, the place is looking fan-frickin-tastic, babe. We've got a whole bunch of new rooms to work with over here. We've got a room over here for our ender pearl farm, which I want to try and automate this if possible, and we've got another really cool room right at the entrance of the Cyber Labs over here, and I want to turn this into some sort of a control center. I think we've got a lot of space to work with over here, which is pretty sweet. This room over here is, well, was supposed to be used for this jazz, but we don't actually have enough space in the room to set it up properly, so I think I'm going to have to move all of this infrastructure somewhere else. But man, I am so happy with how the labs are turning out. Still got a lot of detail to do though on the grids over here. You can see there's some problems. We got problems in the grid sections, and of course I need to get all of the wiring and stuff done also underneath here. But so far, very happy with the expansion, getting super inspired to get these rooms filled up with some really, really sweet new machines for 2017. Full vacuum chest of gold blocks, get in my freaking belly. Thank you. Oh, baby, look at this, guys. I am sucking out all of that gold directly into our storage facility right now, and that's going to be more gold than we could ever possibly need in this series, which is fantastic. Look at that, man. We've already got 758 blocks of gold there. Amazing. I was actually taking a look at my storage drives a little bit earlier on. Check it out, guys. We're running out of freaking space over here, even though we made a butt ton of 64K storage cards. The reason for that, of course, is because, well, we've got 121,000 tomatoes, 87,000 spice leaves, and 72,000 wheat in our storage system right now, man. We need to find a way to get that all over to Area 85 as fast as possible. That is clogging up our storage system something fierce, man. Anyway, let's take a couple of Chisel and Bits templates over here, my friends, because it's time to start laying down some blocks. Oh, man, this is going to be freaking sweet. We need to figure out a way to get all of these materials over to the pipe over there. And I had a pretty cool idea. I thought what we could do is set up some sort of a receiving facility over here, right at the bottom of the gloop tube. So I was thinking about sort of getting rid of all of this jazz and setting up a little workstation, I guess is the best way to call it. And what we're going to be doing is pumping all of our ingredients into this workstation, and then Iscall will be able to take all of the ingredients from that workstation straight into his factories over there to create our barbecue pulled pork burgers. So let me lay down a few blocks over here, my friends, and let's see where we can get to. Jeez Louise, Cyberdogs, every time I log onto this server, it seems like our desert village gets uglier. I mean, look at what is going on around here. What was already a pretty ugly Minecraft vanilla village has turned into, well, a freaking dog show, man. It's looking so ugly right now, isn't it? There's holes everywhere. There's rotting squid. Scallium juice all up in the place. I mean, we need to start thinking about ways to make this place more beautiful. Because seriously, I'm going to spend the rest of my life underground in the Cyber Labs if this continues. I've been laying down a few foundation blocks over here, guys, and it is time to do some chisel and bitsing. My favorite part of HermitPack, baby. Check it out, man. I got a couple of templates before in the last segment, should I say, and I have worked out a new trick thanks to you guys out there, and it is called placement. Check it out. As long as you have the chisels, or the bits, should I say, in your chisel bags in your inventory, you can take a copy, or you can take a design of a chiseled block, and you can literally hold down Alt and choose placement like this, and you can literally place the blocks as if you were just playing normal Minecraft. So it makes building structures out of chisel and bits so much easier, man. Check it this, right? We got these beautiful orange chisels, or orange designs rather, from the Cyber Labs. Now we can just start placing them. This is the glass sections of them too. So there we go. We can start laying down the glass like this, and it makes it so much freaking easier to just build a structure like this. What takes the longest thing, of course, in chisel and bits is creating these templates over here, right? Which that's what took the longest. But once those templates are in place, it's really, really basic to make these things, I think. Freaking magma cubes, get out of my face, you bastards! Okay, it's decided. The next thing I'm going to be doing after this episode in HermitPack is finding a way to stop these freaking magma cubes spawning, because they are driving me up the freaking wall. I have nightmares about magma cubes. I dream that a whole bunch of magma cubes spawn in my bedroom and start jumping on my freaking body, melting my flesh and stuff, man. It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty, and it's driving me mental. I'm gonna lose my mind because of these magma cubes. There we go. Ah, peace at last. Let's get back to freaking work. Now, guys, what we are trying to achieve out here today with all of this crafting is trying to find a way to get all of our delicious ingredients into a central area where Iscall85 will be able to use those to create our beautiful, tasty frickin' pork burgers, right? So what I thought we could do something quite smart over here, right? I wanted to create some sort of a, I don't know, like a little storage facility out here, I guess is what it's called. But actually what it is, it's kind of like an Iscallium bunker more than anything else, right? It's where the engineers can come and hide out and sort of observe what's happening, what's coming out of the gloop tube over there. And I think it's going to look kind of cool. I've made it orange, of course, because orange represents power in the Cyber Labs, and this is going to be a part of our power generation system. You know, we're going to be transporting ingredients to be turned into frickin' pork burgers by Iscall, and then turning those pork burgers into power. So I think this facility does need to be made out of orange over here, right? So let's just get the last little bits of chisel and bitsing over here. I still need to do the corners and whatnot, but that should be easy enough to do. I've run a pipeline, or a foundation of a pipeline over here, all the way to the very center of this facility, and here's what I want to try do with you guys today, okay? I want to try set up a system where we can collect all of those delicious bits of wheat, those juicy-ass tomatoes, and those freaking tangy-ass spice leaves in a little system over here, right? We're going to be setting up a disk drive and a crafting grid out here. And that's going to make it pretty easy for both Iscall and I to manage all of these freaking items that we're going to be shooting across through this system. So let's get some item conduits placed down. These item conduits, of course, are going to be transporting all of the goods to and from this little storage facility out here. This, I guess the storage facility is going to be storing both the burgers when they come back from Iscall and the ingredients that come from our own farm over here, right? Well, it feels like they're going to be doing that anyway. So let's get the disk drive down over here. Boom. We'll stick a controller on top of that, like so. And we're going to have to run some power into this system, aren't we? So, yep, I'm going to have to run an ender energy conduit all the way from here into our power grid over there. And that should get this thing fired up. However, let me stick two 64K storage disks in here. That is 128K worth of space for items. That should hopefully be enough. Well, actually, now that I think about it, that might not be enough at all, considering I have, what, 121,000 tomatoes in the system right now? Well, thank goodness we got all of that gold, man. I'm going to be able to make a butt-ton more storage disks for this. Oh my goodness, this is so much better now. Jeez, I'm so sorry about that, guys. The lag was something fierce, wasn't it? It looks like we were watching a freaking slideshow or something. Turns out it was because of this machine over here. Went down into the heart of it to see if I could turn it off. And, well, I don't know what's happening over here. This place is crazy. Look at this. I have no idea what's cracking. There's a redstone thingy over here, which I disconnected, and that seems to turn off the machine, and that sorted out our lag, which is great, man. Jeez, it's so smooth now. It feels kind of weird playing without lag in my base. Anyway, check it out. I've been laying down a bunch of cables, guys. We've got item conduits and power conduits, or energy conduits, running all the way over here to our pig spawner, and we're going to need to do a little bit of reconfiguration for our cabling over here, but check it out, man. I need to install our little system, our little grid system first. So let's get a controller down here so that we can have some power. Boom, controller should be connected. Yep, that's got power. Now let's get our grid connected to this bad boy. Bam, like so. And this controller is currently only work with redstone signal, only work without redstone signal, ignore redstone signal. This should be working right now, but for some reason it's not taking in power, which is kind of curious. Have I connected this thing incorrectly? I think I may have. Anyway, let's continue with this though, and let's input a little bit of our storage facility over here, or our grid. We'll stick in our 64K storage disks like so. There we go. That's going to give us loads of storage, but for some reason, this thing is not turned on at the moment. Oh, ReNDoG, you freaking noob. Don't you know that for cables to work, they have to be connected properly? Jeez. There we go. All right, that controller should now be fired up and our little storage system should be working. Last thing that we need to do over here, guys, is reconnect our item conduit to the item conduit system over here. Now, this pipe is getting kind of crowded, which is okay, because I think that we can actually use this pipe to our advantage. Now, as you guys can see, we've got some piping going from from our farm into the cyber labs, and this is where we're going to be disconnecting. Okay, so we're going to be disconnecting our item conduits. We don't want any more items traveling from our farm over here into the cyber labs. And I think what we're going to do now is make a connection to our brand new line over here, right? So let's get rid of this. Do we already have an item conduit connection? No, we don't. Okay, so this is where we can make the connection. Oh man, I love laying down cables in Modded so much. I don't understand why. But check this out. We're going to add an item conduit cable to our little cable pack over here. And this is going to connect our farm, also all of our storage system over here, into the new line. And what we're going to also need to do is run an item conduit into the pork farm right now, right? We're going to need to stop the production of pork chops for our culinary generators, and we're going to have to connect up that vacuum chest down there into this item conduit system. Does that make any sense? Probably not. I'll explain everything in a moment, okay, guys? Okay, so check it out, guys. This is going to be freaking awesome, man. This is the vacuum chest that is currently collecting all of the pork chops that we get from our bacon factory. I've dug a little bit of a tunnel all the way down here, and we're going to come all the way across like this. Now, let's take a look at our map. How far have we gone? Okay, we've gone a little bit too far. Here's the pipeline here, right? So let's back it up a little bit until we are on the pixel of the pipeline. There we go. So if we dig directly up now, we should dig directly into that pipeline that we just set up, right? Yes, there it is. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add some of these item conduits, a connection from that vacuum chest all the way into this this section over here, or this system, right? This pipe system. So let's run some item conduits all the way down like this. Okay, wait, we're going to have to go like... Oh my goodness, this is kind of tricky to do in such a small space. But there we go. We run all these item conduits like this. We're going to go like up also. So item conduits are going to come up, and they are going to connect into that vacuum chest like this. Okay, but we've got a whole bunch of other connections over here which are looking super janky. I'm going to clean this place up, of course. Let's disconnect this, right? So disable that one, and we can completely get rid of this one. Also, don't need this one. I can just break that one, I think. Yep, there we go. Also, let's break that connection. Okay, so now all of the pork choppage that is going to be landing in this vacuum chest, which has now picked up a basic item filter and a freaking item conduit. Let's get those back in our belly. All of those pork chops are now going to go directly into our ingredient transport pipe system, right? So let's get outside, take a look at this, make sure we've done it correctly. Okay, so the pork chops are coming up from there. Perfect. All of the other ingredients are going to be coming from here, and all of that jazz is going to be taken via this pipeline underneath our desert village into the little storage facility over here. Yeah, we can see that it's fired up right now. Perfect. This thing is going to be collecting all of the stuff. Oh yeah, baby, now we're cooking with gas. This little hazard prevention facility out here is starting to look really, really cool, man. All we need to do is get a roof on this bad boy, and I have a pretty cool idea for this. Maybe we can do a little bit of chisel and bitsing and to sort of flatten this roof out from a single block, and we'll make it a vertical slab, right? So that roof isn't so freaking massive. Let's do the same thing over here for these orange blocks. Hello, Enderman. Hi. You want to come check out the chisel and bitsing there, bro? I'd rather you didn't, to be honest. Freaking me out, man. Anyway, check it out. Now we can just copy that block and very easily finish off the roof of this thing. And I don't know, maybe we could do something a little bit interesting in the center of this thing. Maybe a lining, like a white lining or something, just a single pixel lining. Let's check it out, man. Let's get to draw region, and I don't know, maybe, oh, I know what we could do. Maybe we could do like a double bar of white. Hang on. No, that's the wrong one. Let's do it like, oh, here we go. Yeah. We'll do it like this, right? Let's just take this away. We'll chip this away, and then we'll turn this into white blocks. Let's like chip away another layer of bits over there. Oh my goodness. Chisel and bitsing again. Oh, getting carried away, man. I just love it too much. I just got to do it, guys. Check it out, man. Now what we'll do is we can add some white pixels in here. Oops. Let's just get into the draw region setting again. Draw region and drag this sucker like this. Oh, baby, there we go. And we can do that all the way around. That is going to look freaking awesome. Oh, yes, please. That looks absolutely amazing. Although, it does remind me a little bit of a burger joint or something, right? Like, this is the kind of place I would go to order some burgers. I suppose it's kind of ironic, considering this is going to be the place where burgers are stored and produced. So, yeah. It's kind of fitting. I can think of only a few things in my life that are more satisfying than finishing off a modded build and making it work, Cyberdogs. We are so close to getting our system up and running over here. Just one more thing that we have to do here in the burger joint, and then we can test the whole thing and make sure that all of those ingredients are arriving here in these disk drives. What we need to do is find a way to get all of those items into the disk drives, and we're going to do that using something called an importer. So let's get our item conduit up like this, and we've got this thing called an importer over here from Refined Storage. This is how you connect your item conduits into your disk drive systems like this, and let's just make sure that this is configured correctly. We'll right click on the item conduit connection. There we go. This has got to be put into insert. Now all of the items traveling via this item conduit are going to arrive in the storage disk over here, and we're going to have to do exactly the same thing with an exporter, right? So we will install an exporter over here, and when we start to connect this up to Area 85, this is where all of those ingredients are going to be sucked out of this storage system to be sent into Iscall space. But we'll sort that out in the next episode. Right, let's get this thing fired up. There should be no items in here yet. Nope, nothing yet. But what we need to do now is make sure that this connection pipe, that these item conduits are all connected correctly. So let's do a very quick check, a pipage check, shall we say. This is looking all very, very good. Nice. Now check it out. I have inserted some item conduits into the butthole of these storage boxes. I've set them to extract, always on, always active. Now, when we make this pipe connection over here, all of those items should be flowing into that storage facility over there. There's one thing that we need to do too, though, and that is get our pork chop factory fired up. So let's come and flick this lever. Also, now that we're not getting any power out of our culinary generators, I'm going to have to make use of Iscall's power. So let's turn that on. There we go. And we should be getting a bunch of power. Yep, there we go. We're going to get about 30,000 RF per tick from Area 85. Thanks, Iscall, for looking after our power supply while we get our brand new freaking barbecue pulled pork factory set up. Let's get these pipes connected. This is it, my friends. Bam! That is connected now. Now, let's have a look. Are these items being removed from these storage chests? It doesn't look like it. Let's have a look. Any of these items going? No, nothing is currently flowing, which is a little bit worrying. So let's go over to our burger shop and check if all of our connections have done correctly. This thing should be... Oh, here we go. Okay, so ignore redstone signal. Now, that should be sucking in all of those ingredients. Let's have a look. Okay, nothing's coming in. That means I've configured something incorrectly over here, which is annoying. Oh, I think what I need to do is have... Oh, I know what's going on over here, guys. We need to have an intermediate here. I think we need to have a chest in between the item conduit and the importer. So, yeah, give me 1 second. Hopefully, this is the final derp of this episode. Let's stick a diamond chest over here. This diamond chest should be now accepting all of those items. We're going to have to change this, though, to insert. Let's have a look. Yes, excellent. Look at that, man. All of the spice leaf, the tomatoes, and the wheat are flowing into the diamond chest, and those should now be being imported into our storage. Let's have a look. Yes, spice leaves are starting. Excellent. I think what we're going to have to do, though, is probably add a couple of speed upgrades into this importer so that that is going to import those items a little bit quicker. But that is freaking awesome. Look at all of these tasty-ass ingredients stacking up. Oh, man, it's freaking working. I'm not seeing any pork chops, though, arriving, which worries me a bit. Yeah, the pork is being processed, but let's just make sure that that is actually working correctly. This connection is looking good, but I might have messed up the configuration at the bottom of the actual processing unit. So let's go and take a look. Yeah, these pigs are dying. Let's check the vacuum chest. Yes, the vacuum chest is picking up items. Let's clean it out. And it looks like I haven't configured this properly, have I? Yes, we have to turn this to always active. There we go. The pork choppage is now getting removed out of the vacuum chest in the processing facility. And if we head back to the burger shack, we should see all of those bits of pork chops arriving in our little storage facility. Oh, dang it, can I get out of here? There we go. Man, I'm getting a little bit overexcited. I can't freaking control my character properly. Now, let's have a look. Is there any pork choppage arriving in the diamond chest? Yes, there it is. Oh, baby, that is freaking awesome. It's working, everybody. Well, I gotta say, guys, I am one happy freaking modded cyberdog today. We've got infinite gold, we've got a little facility set up out here collecting all of the ingredients for our barbecue pulled pork burgers, and I'm gonna stick some speed upgrades into this importer though, so that we can start sucking these items out quicker. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. These disk drives are gonna be filling up with freaking items, and we are now ready to start sending these ingredients over to Area 85 so that we can start getting some freaking burgers made up in this joint. And then we're going to be using those burgers to generate power for our cyber labs. Oh, this project is coming together. Something fierce. I'm so happy, guys. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. We have run out of time. My beverage is cold, and it is time to get some real life food in my belly because I am starving. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. If you did enjoy the episode, you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see how we continue on this project. Next episode, we are going to be working on the connection to Iscall's base. That's going to be freaking epic. And yeah, guys, you know, you can help me be a better modded player by commenting below anything you want to say. Please hit me up in the comment section. And yeah, who knows where this is going to go, but you guys can help me get better at this game, okay? And I need you to, so please hit the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will, well, after that bit of lag, see you all in the next freaking episode. Goodbye, everyone.